Right, so this is going to be a bit of a mixed bag video. There's a cement mixer going in the background, so that's the random noise. Getting all this stuff sorted for going on a track day, so we're gonna. This is all filmed out of sync, so I'm gonna cut these holes in this bumper here, you can see. Cut some more, and we're gonna get the rest of the car ready for the track day. Yeah, I took the rear bumper off to put some holes in, and this is pretty grim. Yeah, disgusting. One thing I just realised, that these new suspension arms have a bit more caster, so the shock absorber is essentially like that. If I take this off, see it's now slightly angled towards the front of the base than the stock ones, so I'm just checking the wheel goes back on with the front arch, but it's time to just lean that against cut out holes in the bumper. So you need a couple here to line up with that, to let air go straight in here, straight into that, because at the moment the air has to go hit the front of the car. Oh, it hits here somewhere, which isn't really in line with it. Goes there, smacks into the radiator. Some of it passively blows back up there in it, but we want to make that a nice straight line. And then if we're doing anything with engines in the future, I'll make sure the battery is gone, and this is where the cold air intake will be. So yeah, let's chop, chop, chop. Also, now that I've removed the wheel arches, despite my cruddy drain holes that I put in here a few episodes ago, it's filled up. And this was with wheel arches on as well, and this was one 20-minute drive, so we're going to put a big hole in the bottom here. In fact, we might also put one in the side here. I mean, it is bent out of shape. We'll put one in the floor, we'll see how we do. There we go, speed holes out the back, down the side, and out the floor. Right, so one thing we want to do here is we want to put some holes, probably a big vent eventually, but we'll start with some holes here because this rear wheel arch just catches all the air coming off this back tyre, and there's literally nothing there. So we'll cut that in now with the old hole saw. Right, there we go, we've got the 3 holes cut in this side really well, and 3 cut in really badly that side, so we're going to join those up to cut out there, to put some in here. Realised the crash support is still behind here, so it'll let some air out. Not a huge amount. Could probably cut more of that out if I wanted to, but that'll do. And then we need to do the front as well. Well, it's not pretty, but it'll do the job. Just use the Dremel to cut out those bits in between. And then at the front, we've got the 3 in the number plate area. So the number plate's going to be held on with heavy duty Velcro after this. We have this new wide angle mirror. Not sure what else to say about it, but it's wide angle, so I can see now everything out the back. Take this off, there's the old one. You can just about see the outside, but I do this one-handed. Which way is the springy mount? There we go. Much better. Also need to clean out all this stuff. Do something here about this. We got stuff in the back. Yeah. Lots to crack on with. Right, we need to do something about this, because the... where is it? This cigarette lighter is the only source of power for in-car stuff in here. So it'd be good to have some way of charging devices whilst I'm out. For example, if I'm at a track day and I've just driven here in this, I've got no way to recharge batteries or phone or anything, or run anything internal inside the car. this doesn't work, so I chopped it off. This is ignition switch, which is good. So what we're going to do is we're going to whack this control panel in here, somewhere maybe like this. But to make it nice, we're going to mount it on a bit of metal. Smooth these edges off. But don't you can see here, it's got a bit of a bendy shape to it, so we need to bend this. I thought 3mm was going to be quite thin, but it's not, so that's going to be a real pain to bend. Ooh, dropped it. So we've got a cardboard template of the same size, and then we can do everything on this and then work it out. This is what we're dealing with. We've got 2 USBs under there, 12 under there, and a little switch to turn it on and off. Whether it is switched, this switch will be off the ignition, so it's sort of a bit redundant, but I can turn it off. If, say, these are really bright at night and I don't want to have to look at them, I can do that. So yeah, sort these pins out, get all this out, get some wire, get some goodies. They're all marked positive and negative, so should be able to just loop them all together, hopefully. Right, so this middle one should be 12 volt in from the car, positive, negative, and then we are going to just daisy chain them all together. Recommend getting yourself some actual decent tools for this, because it just makes stripping wires really easy. This is a good old tool for it, so it just crimps and then pulls the sheet off. So I'm going to get these all in the order that I want them in, and then I will crimp them up with this to stop the wires coming out. Fortunately, this one got messed up. The crimper did something weird to it and I couldn't save it, so the final earthwire is just hard soldered on, and I'll put a bit of electrical tape over that to stop any bad earthing, but just need to put the 12 volt positive in and we should be all wired up. Right, we are in the car. It is dark again. I've got my head torch on because there's no interior light. So if I turn this on, we can hopefully just get these brushed up against here. So it connect. Oh, there we go. Quite hard to do one-handed. There we go. So now we just need to wire that in. And I think we'll not bother with the metal plate for now. We're just going to screw it straight into there somewhere, or there, just so we've got something for the track day, which is now in a matter of hours.
Don't forget to like the video, and if you've enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. Once you've done that, make sure you hit the notification bell and set it to all so you don't miss any future episodes. If you want to support the channel even more, there is a Patreon, various levels, and they all have different reward tiers, such as YouTube credits and even having your name or logo written on the car. Lastly, there is a merch store where you can pick up some cool CrewTube or Project Twingo merch. There's mugs, there's t-shirts, there's all sorts, all colours. Link in the description below for all these.
Right, we cranked the coilovers a lot because to get this aligned I need an actual arch gap. It was way too low anyway. I've also quickly thrown in some brake duct cooling, which I will do a separate video on later, because it's too wet and horrible and I've just quickly lobbed it in. So yeah, time to get this back on and then see what the gap is like and do the other side. Right, so as you can see we don't have the metal panel in. Track day is tomorrow. Sheet is too thick to bend. I can't be bothered angle grinding a notch out the back of it to bend it, so we've just And this is on pretty tight anyway. So it's in here, just tidied up all the loose wires around the edge. I'll probably put another cable tie on this one just to stop it flapping around a bit, but this is all tidied up. So yeah, now when I turn the ignition on, can't see that because of the we've got a cigarette lighter USB adapter there just for a third USB port, so I can turn this all off independently of the car being on if I'm driving at night and these are weirdly bright or something. If I just start the car, there we go, alternators running, charging it all up, all good. Right, I think we are ready, aside from just tidying up the last few bits and pieces in here. We need to try and get the wheels aligned for the track day, and then we are good to go. Let's see if they actually do it. They said they don't do modified vehicles. Oh, here we go. Oh boy, those are some numbers. Wow. Numbers.
A few moments later.
So he's doing it in the garage. Some vertical video time again because alignment's done. We're on the phone, actually driving into work now. That's some country back roads, and it's going to sound cliche, but it does feel like it's on rails now, even with that camber being like 2 degrees the wrong way on this side, half a degree on that side. So we'll try and figure that out on the track. We'll see what it's like to start with, but yeah, all those suspension changes have definitely made a big difference to the handling of the car. So yeah, all set for the track day.